Alright, gamers. Emergency stream is a go. Welcome on in, everybody. Glad you're making it something by. I am on a mission. Because we gotta beat this game today. Like, I do not want to continue this out into Sunday. Because then it's probably gonna be like 5 minutes on a Sunday, then we're done. So, it should be like about an hour left from what I'm aware of. Granted, like, 10 minutes took about an hour to complete, so I have no idea how much we actually have left to do. But I know what we need, so we just gotta go get that. Beyond that, I'm not sure. Okay, so we need to head back to the area that had the giant spider. Because we need to get the earring off of Nosferatu. Because that should be the last family gem that we're missing. I don't know where the last of the, like, the dragonfly wings that we're collecting are. Hopefully I'll find that along the way, or I'll find out once I get the last gem. We'll see. But I definitely need those. And then we'll probably find the dragonfly body somewhere, which will let us do the stuff in that one part that we saw with Claire. That's the main stuff. But what's important right now is we just need to get through this. Now, I don't think we actually need to deal with the spider. I'm just going to see if I could run past it. The main thing is I don't know where Nosferatu was taken. So we gotta find that. Oh, what's this? Unimportant? Alright. Oh, there he is. Excuse me. Howdy, Mom. Glad you're making something by. Goodbye, spider. Oh. Nice catch, Mom. Good way to start off today. In case you weren't here for my explanation, it's not a stick. True, it's not a stick. We got that going for us. If you weren't here for my explanation, essentially, what we need to get is, well, we already got one of the things. We need to get this jewel so that we can put that in the door in the mansion. And then once we do that, we then have to also look for the, actually, no, best way to go in there is from this way. After we do that, we need to go and... Mac and cheese in the oven hype. Let's go! We love mac and cheese. We love mac and cheese. Welcome on in, Joe. Glad you're making something by. So we got... Thank you very, very much for the resub with Prime, Joe. I appreciate it. Howdy, Everqueen. Glad you can make it too. Thanks for stopping by. So... Went back to the room with the giant spider, found Alexander's earring, which I probably could have gotten way earlier. But we got that now, so we can use that in the door over here in order to see what's there, essentially. Thank God she's not here. I missed it. And then basically, we have these 3 wing objects. So we need to find the 4th wing object, as well as the main body of the dragonfly. And then we can probably do something with that, I think, in... I think it was a room up here. This is the Steve hallway. Hold on, let me actually look where my mouse is here. Yeah, this was the Steve hallway. I think it was like up these stairs, or sorry, up these stairs there was something, so. Any idea where the parts are? I don't know where the parts would be, but I have to assume that they are, like, past this door, because I don't, there's nowhere else I can really go to look for them as far as I'm aware. If they're not here, I'll just have to run around looking for them, I guess. Where are we? There, okay. There's a door over here. Vaguely mopey zombie sounds, just... I'm gonna get you. Ooh, what are you? Book! Code Veronica! Guys, we did it! We found the title! Making art of robots sucks? Oh. I mean, yeah, depending on how intricate you make the robot design, I could see how that'd be pretty difficult. After many long years of research, I finally identified the inheritance element that administers I finally found the inheritance element that administers the intelligence of man. Yeah, alright. I even succeeded in manipulating the absolute value of intelligence artificially by recomposing the base alignment of the element. I then sampled the gene of our great ancestor, manipulated its element, then implanted it into an unfertilized egg of a surrogate mother. Make more smarter. Gotcha, exactly. What I didn't expect was that twins, a boy and a girl, were born. The boy had higher intelligence than normal, but not high enough for him to be considered a genius. However, the girl had unmatched intelligence that easily allowed her to be classified as a genius. She was exactly what I had been looking for, the revival of our great ancestor. I had already determined their names, the girl's name, Alexia, and the boy's name, Alfred. I am certain that Alexia will elevate the name of the Ashford family to extreme glory, Alexander Ashford. Okay, so Alfred and Alexia were created by Alex by... Hold on, let me see it. Let me figure out the exact words. So the boy is autistic. So he identified the inheritance element that administers this intelligence of man. He then manipulated the absolute value of intelligence by recomposing the base alignment of the element. He then took gene samples from Victoria, manipulated the element that he determined was intellect, and then implanted that into an egg, and then made twins, one of which is a super powerful, hyper-intelligent, like, woman, and the other one's an autistic guy. What does this say about society? My man said the boy is an idiot, but the girl is a genius. Well, no, he said the boy had a higher intelligence than normal, but not enough to be considered a genius. This is basically Solid and Liquid Snake. I mean, the only difference between Solid Snake and this is that they did this to try and, like, make their bloodline better, whereas Solid and Liquid Snake was made for super soldiers. Did that make sense to anybody? Alright, hopefully there's a butterfly wing in here or something. Potato, potato. I mean, it made sense. It's not how genetics work at all, but in video game logic, I get it. Or Solid and Liquid Snake are from the Metal Gear series, which we will get to eventually. Not how genetic works. Assassin's Creed moment. What do you mean? Are you telling me you can't read the memories of my ancestors through my DNA? Are you telling me that that's not how that works? The Goober lineage. Can't wait for one half of the stream to be one MGS4 cutscene. You're right. I would definitely have to plan it out where that cutscene is on a Sunday, so I can do, like, so I can get more out of that stream. Ah, okay, that door goes there, which we will need to do later. Okay, we'll come back here later. Watch out. Okay. So that door's locked from the other side, so we'll start over here. Is there another safe room? No, this just has... Okay, so we have a really convoluted safe room because we can go from here, out to here, around to here, up to this place, over to here, and then go to the item box. Turns out instead of a Magnum, since the final boss is likely Lexia, a big spray can of Raid is the best weapon against her. I know what the final weapon is used against her, and it's way funnier. I think if you string all of the cutscenes from that game together, it's just a movie. It's longer than most movies. I think, actually, hold on. Somebody, I remember somebody made this meme a while ago. I'm gonna see if I can't recreate it. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so we're talking about Hideo Kojima. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. This is gonna be really funny, trust me. There's also a JRPG Xenosaga. I see. Has some long cutscenes. All right, so here we go. So this right here, 11 hours and 50 minutes for a full game walkthrough of Pokemon Sword, right? About 12 hours for an entire video game. Death Stranding all cutscenes. Also 12 hours. This is a full game. This is just the cutscenes. That's Hideo Kojima. Hideo Kojima, that's a TV series. Okay, there's probably something else in here. I'm gonna real quick just, like, head out. We're past movie status at this point. Like, man, just make something that isn't a video game. Yeah, no, I remember that meme floating around where it's like entire walkthrough of a video game, 12 hours. Entire, like, all of the cutscenes alone of Death Stranding, 12 hours. Hold on, I wonder if I... Aha! I am probably not gonna use my knife. I think I'm fully set with that. Put it in here with my other knife. I should keep that on me just in case. Dragonfly part looks like a long turn up. Yeah, it probably will. Didn't Claire push the same bookcase? Did she not have the option to put something on the hooks? I don't think she did because, well, Chris had the shotgun. The thing, I'm pretty sure that pretty much only the shotgun goes up there. So that's why Claire didn't do anything with it. Like, I mean, I don't even think Claire had, like, a rifle-type weapon. Besides for, I guess, the grenade launcher, but... Yeah, I'm, like, 90% certain because you get the shotgun off of a similar, like, wall hook. So I think it had to be the shotgun that goes up there. Okay, let's see if there's anything else in here I'm missing. Only useless books. Portrait of a beautiful woman. Okay. Why is this angled like this? Is there a note here? Aha. Oh boy, a key. Oh, I know what that is. And then there's that for saving. I don't think we need to save right now. Let's go quick, just, like, use this key so it's out of my inventory. Actually, is there a zombie over here? Oh, there he is. Hold on. Come here. Thank you. I like how the game gives you the option to keep the key, even though it is used for a door. Okay, get in the room, Chris. Thank you. Wow, this looks like the this looks like the this this looks like the bedrooms in the secret mansion on the prison island. Wow. It's all full circle or something. I don't know. All right, take the ant. The blue sapphire has been removed. Oh. Oh, I get it. Give me a second. I must go face my sins. Blue sheriff. So, if you remember the tiger statue that had the 2 gems in its eyes, where on one side was a key item and on the other side was the, Can I just, like, push this? Why can I push you? Where would I want to push you to? Hold on. Can I, like, get on top of this? Hold on, I just had a thought. So, yeah, the tiger statue with the magnum shells, the one that's like just down that hallway over there, they have the 2 gems in their eyes, and it actually gives you the gem in your inventory. And I don't think that's just so you can like have to put them back and stuff. I think it's because you have to take the gem out of that tiger statue and then bring it up to that music box. I thought that would have worked. Because now I have the blue gem. Where am I supposed to push you? I don't know. Or is the fact that I can push it just a reference to Resident Evil 1? Because maybe you could have pushed it there, I'm not sure. Okay, now we do this. Yeah. Aha. I knew it. Wait, no. Don't do this to me. Hold on. Okay. So here's what I have to do. I have to go take the blue gem back out of the music box. Because now I need to go back to the tiger, put that gem back in its head so I can take the red gem out, go over to the music box with the disc in it, take the disc out of the music box, then go back with the red gem, put the red gem back, take the blue gem out, then put the blue gem into the blue thing, and then I can put the disc in the music box in the blue box. I don't know who thought of this puzzle. Do you think this counts as security system to do the T? I'm gonna be so real. How do I get this thing? Like, I feel like imagine if you were trying to break into a place and it's like, yes, to get to the vault, first you must run around the entire building and collect 12 keys. But to get to those 12 keys, you need to find 6 other keys in order to unlock parts of the building that allows you to go to get those 12 keys. Like, I'd just give up, man. I'd just go rob a convenience store. Why does it keep saying it seems to work on electrical power? Can I... hold on. I have a theory, but I'm just gonna pretend it doesn't exist to do this instead. Because I wonder, like, is there a place I can go to turn off the power? If there is, then maybe I could just take both gems out. That's probably what I gotta do. At a certain point, just go through the wall, honestly. Draft the breaker room? Yeah, probably. I don't think there's a place I can turn off power anywhere around here. Like, I'm trying to think of... Wait a second. No, hold on. I just thought about it. This is gonna seem really silly, and it probably isn't going to work. But I want to do it anyways, just in case it is what I should be doing. You know, like, I'm almost doing adventure game logic, where it's like, I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to do, but I'm going to do... Is that like a fuse? Hold on. Maybe at some point, like, a box falls into this room and then I'm able to actually get up there. But, like, shoot the electrical wires? I wish it was that simple. No, I'm not taking the magnum bullets. So what I think I need to do is I need to go to where Claire was last. If I go to where Claire was last at, maybe with her, I can find a way to disable the power. And then I can take the tiger eye, and then I can take both the tiger eyes. Chris just starts biting. I wouldn't put it past him at this point. I'd start chewing on wires too, just to feel something. Damn, maybe I didn't need to save this for a, Is there shotgun shells down there? Maybe I didn't need to do an emergency stream. I probably could have just done this on Sunday. It probably is going to take me 2.5 hours. Tag team besties. That's the hope, yeah. Oh, maybe if we're both there, one of us can grab the thing out of that water basin thing.
Claire? Is that you, Claire?
Chris?
No! The door won't open. Hey, is Steve with you?
Steve, he...
Listen, Claire. We have to get out of here immediately. Can you unlock it from the inside?
No, I can't.
Yeah, Chris!
Chris, there should be a self-destruct system somewhere. If you activate it, all the electronic locks might be deactivated.
It's not a oh, yeah, sure, it's not a boulder, so he can't move it. Wait, no, it's, oh. You know what it probably is, now that we're here, now that we're at this point in our lives. It is probably do the thing I was thinking of, then come up here with the dragonfly, use the security key, activate the self-destruct. Oh my god, okay. That means I actually need to, I need to go manage my inventory a little bit. Because now I have an extra item weighing me down. And this epic music is gonna last the entire time. I'll just put this away for now. Hopefully I won't get poisoned. If I do, I'll just die. Actually, what I'll probably do is I'll probably do the puzzle, get the dragonfly, go, save, grab the AK, just in case I need it for a boss fight, which I probably do. Rearrange my inventory, make everything nice and squared away. Then we'll continue with whatever happens. Oh, hold on, I need the gems. I'm going crazy. I am losing my mind. All in all, I can't say this is a bad game. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, the ending definitely isn't doing it any favors, but like, it's not a bad game. It's just from the 2000s. Oh, not that jewel! No! I took the wrong gem! Is there something on top of that statue? I think there is. I have no idea how to get it, though. is it just the price tag? I think there is... What? What? What do you mean? What do you... What? Ha... What? What am I supposed... Am I... Hold on. I'm gonna try some serious chicanery here, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, this can't be the way you're supposed to do it, but I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do it at this point. Chicanery is a good word. Chicanery is a great word. Hold on. Is there something here? Did I miss something around here that's like, turn off the power? I'm losing my mind, losing my mind, losing my mind. Alright, I'm about to do some serious weirdness here. Just, like, go with it for a second. Basically, what I'm gonna do is the game wants me to put the music plate into the music box because it's in my inventory. So I'm going to remove the music plate from my inventory. Now, I'm going to see if I can't grab the gem from out of that music box. I can remove the gem from the music box. Then I can go and put the gem back in the tiger so I can get the other gem, put that in the other music box to open that up, go back, get the music disc, put that music disc into that box, and then I assume what the puzzle I'm supposed to do is... I don't know if I said hi, Rachel, but hi, Rachel. Glad you can make it. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going crazy. Chris, you can close the other music box. Why can't you close this music box? Okay, we have officially hit peak crazy. I gotta go grab the disc again. This epic music is not doing me any favors. Very blueprints of you. You know, I don't know why I thought that that was the solution, now that I think about it. Because, like, it obviously isn't. if I was allowed to close that music box, the game would have let me do it with or without the music disc. For the key crazy thing? Yeah. So let's go put the music disc back. We're going to put the music disc back. We're going to take the gem back out. We're going to put it back in the tiger statue. We're going to go find a way to turn off the power so that I can keep both of the tiger eyes. Then we can go up to that room, put the gems in there, swap the music disc to the other one, which will probably let us go upstairs to grab the dragonfly. We combine the dragonfly with the wings. We take that over to the boss arena. We put it in there. We activate the self-destruct. We fight the boss. We escape. Happily ever after. Give me the gem. Thank you. Pepe Sylvia meme. It'd be like if Pepe Sylvia started normal and then it just kind of kept expanding. You think Alexia is watching you run around like a crazy person? I hope she is. I hope she understands the insanity that's going on in my head right now. I genuinely don't know what else to do, though. Like, I know what I probably have to do. I just don't know how I'm doing it. Like, I don't know how I'm turning off power in the area to make the tiger statue not rotate so I can get both gems out of it. Does it have to do with you? How do I get you, then? No, I'm not taking the magnum bullets. I don't need more reminders of my shame. Those magnum bullets are going to sit in behind that tiger statue, just like the other magnum bullets are going to sit inside of the Derylum case, and they will die there. Why does this tell me that it's cracked? What can I do with this information? Can you push the statue through the doorway and knocks the thing in his bowl? I'll try it. I don't know what else to do in this situation. We are truly doing adventure game logic right now. I hope this doesn't kill me. I did set the statue in the crack spot and it didn't seem to do anything, so we're gonna try this real quick. If this fails, I can just reset the room. Wicked. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. I'm sorry I didn't push it far enough to the left. That just gave me a map! I don't need a fucking map! Look at the map! Look at all the places the map has showed me. Places I probably already knew existed. Of course it would be a map. That's where the map was for the other game. Of course it would be a map. Oh my god. Okay. So now I need to find a way. I need to find a way to turn off the power in this area. Where could that possibly be? Let's try the elevator. I don't like this room. I don't know, man. Let's try over here. This game is great. This game was fine up until now. Like, now it's just like, I don't know what's going on. This is all your fault, Alfred. Rigmarole. Rigmarole is a great word. This room looks vaguely important. Does it have anything to do with anything other than this queen ant that's dead? Claire's given up hope. Claire's over there hugging the corpse of Steve for some reason. Okay, from here, where else can we go? We can try... Alright, I guess the only other option right now is to go up the elevator that takes us to the other place. Let's try that. Brains slowly oozing out from the ears. Is it something here? Hold on. Look at that blue sky. Look at that painted blue sky. Oh, wait a minute. Now that I think about it, I just realized this is probably where, like, this is probably where Alfred and Alexia grew up. They're just, like, hanging out in this, like, faux little, like, outdoors room with a merry-go-round. Like, inside this mansion here. Because wait, I'm right. Because their bedrooms are right there. They grew up here. Chris has now acquired wet socks. This is not helpful for the mission at hand, but we got them. No wonder they're crazy. Well, they're crazy for a lot of reasons. I don't think that is explicitly the one that caused them to be crazy. Is there something in here I can use to disable power? Oh, there's a freaking hunter in here. I forgot about him. There's nothing in here. There's nothing in here I can use to disable power or anything like that. I don't even know why I'm here. A marker of my sins. Where does this go? Ah, yes, my sins. Resident Evil Code Veronica walkthrough. IGN. Because of the West, you will use 5 to 6 Magnum rounds. I won't. Looks to get tired and just off herself. Wesker just shrugs and goes off to be comically evil somewhere else. Okay, hold on. Now, return to the safe room, turn off the power. That's all it says. Just go to the safe room and turn off the power. So it must be in the freaking safe room. Someone could have told me that. As opposed to the unsafe room? Exactly. You know what? I'm gonna say this is on me. I'm gonna take the full brunt of blame for this, for, I guess, not thoroughly investigating that safe room. Room with the hunter is, in fact, the unsafe room. True. Not sure it was obvious. I mean, we'll see. There are only useless books here. Hold on, what does this thing say? Okay. Oh my god. I try to highlight something and it just zooms up for some reason. Okay. Grab whatever items you can here. There are shotgun shells and a first aid spray in the corner near the coat check. Now the item we must grab is the sterile key. It's in the desk drawer. Now return to the safe room. Turn off power. What safe room are you talking about? Underground power distribution room? In the mansion area. They're not talking about this, are they? Because I went through here. As far as I'm aware, there's nothing to turn off power in here. To choke it in the stairs and examine it. Okay. Put it slides down. Okay. So move to the door on the wall before you turn the corner for a second time, right when you come into Chris's left. Now return to the safe room. What do you mean safe room? Also, looking at this IGN walkthrough, it says, like for the Steve boss fight, you're gonna love this. It says, once the cutscene is over, do a 180 and run. If you get hit, you must use whatever healing item you brought with you. If he hits you twice in a row without healing, you'll die. He should hit you twice, causing you to heal twice. Once you get far enough, an FMV will play out. So the IGN walkthrough is like, just heal through it. Is there a fuse box next to the tubes? I don't think there is. Hold on. There's this, but I can't interact with this. Cutscene in the room of the mansion. If you're playing CVX, you'll get an extended scene where Wesker runs up a wall and hits Alexia. This is not... Okay, so because we're playing Code Veronica X, we get the part where Wesker runs up the wall and punches Alexia, which is clearly the better option. Now return to the safe room, turn off the power. That's all it says. Go to the safe room. Can I just, like, hold on. Like, these don't have titles. These rooms don't have titles. There's like... What does this mean? Okay, underground power distribution in the mansion area. Okay. This is the mansion area. Because, like... This is the mansion right here. We checked, neither of these rooms had anything. I'm gonna look up I'm gonna look up like a video walkthrough. YouTube, get over here. I'm going crazy. All right. Resident Evil. Code Veronica. Walk through. Okay, that's where Steve dies, thank God. There's where Wesker runs up and punches Alexia, which is just cool as hell. I got the stair room key. I did get that key, yes. Video walkthrough, we truly lost in the sauce. We so are. I also timestamped it after the Alexia fight. Oh, hold on. Funnily enough, that is the exact one I'm on right now, so I'll just keep tabbing through here. Alright, Alexia fight, grabs the 3 gems, puts them in the door, goes into here. Portrait of a beautiful woman. Does he do anything else here? Nope, he just looks at it and walks away. Cool. What? Hold, what? Wait, what did he do? How can he just take both? Where did they turn off power? What am I missing? Hold on. Something about a lever. I'm on a poorly written GameFAQs guide from 2010. Hell yeah. We are so close. Hold on. I'll pull this up so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Because, like, here's the thing. Like, here, okay, he's in the room that we were just in to get the stereo key. Then he goes down the stairs, uses the stereo key, goes through here, walks into the hallway, and then he just takes both gems. So somewhere earlier than this, he turned off power. So it has to be sometime after the Alexia boss fight. But it can't be, because in between the Alexia, like, here's the end of the Alexia boss fight. Here's the end, yeah, like, he just grabbed the thing from the end of the Alexia boss fight, goes into the room, and then he could just grab both of them. So, sometime before this is when he turned off power. Maybe Claire turned off the power? Stop buffering, I need this. Would claiming the magnum ammo make the statue turn back? Oh my god, maybe you guys are right. What if that's it? What if because what if because I don't wait, no, okay, no, you can't do this to me, game. If that's the solution, I'm going to cry. Because, like... that's... Does that make sense? Or is that stupid? I don't know. Because, like, if you were any other person, you would probably pick up the ammo. But, like, would you? Because, like, what if you're, like, any other person and you don't pick up the fire extinguisher that's empty because you're like, why would I need this? And so you don't go get the magnum. And so then when you see magnum ammo, you're like, why would I need this? And so you don't pick it up. Like, am I crazy?
You're crazy.
Thank you! I'm glad someone has a definitive answer on that! I'm gonna stream all the RE games I own, he says. It'll be fun, it says. This has been mostly fun. Okay, so that wasn't the trick. That was not the answer. Because it still turns even though I took both items out. Which means I need to turn off the power, as IGN says. Did you? I have used the octo valve handle. That was like for way back to get the Nosferatu thing. Anyway. Back to this. Back to trying to figure out where this guy turned off the power. Giveback says, you turn off the power via a switchboard in the power room. I would like to know where the power room is. Is that where power is manipulated? Maybe. Let's go look. Okay, that room is... over there. It's in the top left corner over there. Does this elevator take me to it? I forget. Is that too far back? That might, no, I think that is too far back. Because that's like back where that's back where the hunter was that I just killed. Yeah, and this is where the bugs are, so it's definitely not here. Or maybe it is here. I don't know. Like I as far as I could tell, there was nothing in those rooms. But maybe there is. Maybe I just didn't see it. Okay. Wait, so Everqueen, are you saying that the power room is outside the frozen hallway? Is that what you're saying? Or are we talking about what my mom was talking about? Because that room where I used the octo valve handle, look for a button that says turn off power to lion statue. That's what I'm looking for. According to this GameFAQs article, there's a switchboard in the power room outside of the frozen hallway. That is back where my mom was talking about, so let's go there. Video I think I figured it out. I think we're close to a solution, so I'm just gonna start running and hope. I might be wrong though. I don't think this is the room. Now think about it. Yeah, because this is the room I was thinking of. Frozen hallway. Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me look at. Oh, it's that room. Okay, hold on. Okay, I recognize that room from. Hold on. Real quick. I need to just like look at this YouTube video that he sent. This is from 11 years ago, from a channel with 674 subscribers. I don't know how you found this, Jerry, but that's awesome. It's by an anthill? Am I going the right way? Hold on. Okay. Because this here is the big frozen room with the spider in it. No, I think it is. Hold on. By an anthill. The anthill was. I Google search Resident Evil code Veronica how to turn off power, and that was one of the videos, one of the top results. That's crazy, and I love it. Wait, what? Hold on. Yeah, that's this room. But it's definitely not anywhere there, so we're just gonna leave now. Like, I know the frozen hall we're talking about. I don't know why I'm not finding it, though. Wait, no, hold on. I can recognize it via visual memory of location and how it's laid out. There it is. Okay, so it's just outside Okay, okay. No, no, we got this. We got... No. Maybe we got this. I believe in myself. Believing in myself is how I got in this mess. Refund. Yeah, yeah, I know where it is now. I've parsed together where it is. I just need to get there. Yeah, it's in here. I got it sorted. Yeah, big frozen hallway. But it's not this way. It is literally this safe room. This safe room. Go to the safe room. IGN, please label these better. You're believing you and having fun fishing? I'm glad. I'm going insane. Okay, now... we need to clear up 3 inventory spots for all the things that we need to grab. So what are we going to put away? And what are we going to take with us? You know what? I'm gonna be insane. No, I'm gonna be less insane than this, actually. There we go. We'll just take that with us. Well... you know what, chat? You get to vote. We're gonna keep the pistol just because it's a nice all-rounder to have. But, do I take the shotgun, the assault rifle, or the submachine guns? What is the other weapon I take for this adventure? I will be saving. I'm gonna do that after I decide what gun I'm bringing. Shotgun for stopping power. Anybody else have any other, like, theories? Because otherwise, I mean, I could just bring the shotgun. Mom, please. Mom, don't do this to me. Because according to that IGN article, this is the last chance I have to save before we go into that final boss area. After we do all the puzzling, so... Magnum, I can't believe you did this to me. Okay. Oh, hold on. Now that door is off, so we have to actually go through the mansion to get to the other side to get to that. Okay. Strange. This is the only time in the entire game where we have to turn the power off to do things. And, like, it made sense because every single time you move that tiger thing, it made reference to, like, hey, this appears to be run on electrical power. No, it's fine. That puzzle makes sense. It's just the fact that I couldn't remember where the power room was. You know what? No, this is truly on me. This is 100% on the fact that I just did not remember where the power room was. Emergency stream is gonna put you in the emergency room. Nah, it's not that crazy. We're fine. Also, all this copium you're huffing. No, look, like, it is on me. Because if I remembered... Why are there more zombies in here now? Anyway, if I had remembered that I had turned on the power in this area from that room, we would have had significantly less issues. It really is just I forgore. That's the main issue there. Give me the disc. I don't know why you're scared, Chris. Unless your heart's beating from excitement. Imagine being in that bed when that happens. That would suck. Oh, wait a minute. This is where that that footage of young Alexia and young Alfred is from. Because, like, the window in the background here, the tub full of ants that they put the disarticulated dragonfly in. Hold on. If that shot is still there when we leave. Yeah, literally, this shot right here. But it's just Chris's big dumb head in there now. Alright. Ta-da! Ha! It's kind of cool that we now have, like, the full story of those two kids. You know, we've got, like, where they grew up, where they got moved to, I guess. Well, no, Alexia never really got moved out there. It was just, Alfred that did. Okay, now I need to go this way. It only took a lot of pain and suffering. Yeah. Like, that could have been solved probably an hour ago. I mean, much like the Steve fight into the Alexia fight, like, I went and rewatched my VOD. I went and rewatched the VOD. From when I got control of Claire to when I ended the stream was an hour. And in that hour, we got the key card, ran away from Steve, and fought Alexia. That's all that happened within that hour. Like learning lore of the games you play? Oh, yeah. I mean, like, Resident Evil has a lot of lore to learn. And it's really cool because of all the things that you can learn, all the different stories and stuff. I'm not, like, again, I wouldn't say this is a bad game. It's probably the worst game we've played of Resident Evil so far. But there are plenty more games to come, so that title may be usurped. Self-destruct safety lock release system. Please enter the security code. Security code is capital V, capital E, capital or capital. How do you spell Veronica? Get over here, game. Get over here, game cartridge or game box. Here we go. VR O N I C A. All right, time for the alarms to go off.
This facility will detonate in 5 minutes. All doors are now unlocked.
Hey, Chris, do you want to aim at the guy that's in the hall with you? No? Thanks. What are you? Get off me! Wah. 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 Ah!
You made it!
Hey, Claire.
Of course. Come on, let's get out of here.
What are we gonna
Gross.
do?
Okay, turn the key clockwise simultaneously on 3.
Got it.
Oh, that's double gross.
1, 2, 3.
Initiating energy injection. Warning. The safety bomb will not be released until charging is complete.
I'll keep her busy. Just go for the emergency elevator.
Chris, but
I can take care of this. Just go.
you have to make it. Don't die on me.
Claire, honestly, I'm surprised you make it out of this. I'm in like 4 games after this. You're in 1. Now, what was I supposed to do in this situation? Wait, if I only had a knife, how could I have stopped her? Because, like, technically you're supposed to be able to beat these games only using the knife. Technically. How could I have stopped her if I had the knife?
Oh no.
Exactly. Checkpoint. We do get a checkpoint right before this. Don't mind me just pausing and unpausing. I'm trying to get the screen to brighten up again. You mean I have to type Veronica every time I die? You couldn't have made the password shorter. Crap. Veronica. Hi, howdy Pat. Glad you can make it. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going insane.
This facility will detonate in 5 minutes. All doors are now unlocked.
I shot you once, ma'am. Boing, boing, boing. Chris, can you aim at the little bugs? What is going on? I should have seen this coming. I should have seen that I was going to get poisoned coming. Okay. So we have to go do a little bit of preparation. We have to go. I real quick. We're just gonna go. We're gonna grab some blue herbs. We'll come back, and then we'll deal with this. Hopefully the checkpoint, like, activates when I turn. Hopefully it's like checkpoint like I turn on the self-destruct sequence and then it retroactively gives me a checkpoint right before I do that. Hopefully that's what happens. Let's bring like you know what? Let's replace every green herb I've got in my inventory with a green blue. I should have enough for that. Yeah, literally 3 right here. Perfect. That should be enough. If I get poisoned more than 3 times, I suck at the game. I did call her being an ant version of Quailag a few streams ago. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, gamers. If it takes me an hour to beat this boss, then this emergency stream was very warranted. I think I'm glad I did this emergency stream because then we can start Resident Evil 0 on Sunday and not just be continuing with this on Sunday. God, imagine a remake of this game. Like, imagine all the things they would have to tweak and fix to make this game palatable to a modern audience.
This facility will detonate in 5 minutes.
Some of the guru for support, thank you very much.
Are now unlocked.
Oh, boy.
You made
Hi, Claire.
Of course.
Bween, 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 bween. Quick shot! Bang! So I'm gonna answer it while I was up. Yeah, Quailag is from Dark Souls 1. I did not answer it because I was busy going insane. Bween, bween. What is happening? You know what? Hold on. Those little guys are so fast, and they just go next to my feet, which I can't aim down far enough to shoot that. How am I supposed to deal with these guys? The background music is extremely dramatic. You are correct. Also, I just noticed the timer that's right here. I think that's based off of the system clock. I think it thinks it's 10:20 right now. Yeah, there's not much room to move around. Those things are too fast.
This facility will detonate in 5 minutes. All doors are now unlocked.
No, hold on. I need to have the pistol out so I can shoot Alexia at the start. Oy. Weep, weep, weep. Quick shot. Chris, please. Why can't I aim at the other things? Chris, hold on. Wait, gamers. Okay, hold on a second. This is a boss fight with multiple enemies, and the button that changes the target does not change to the small enemies. Do you guys remember the giant plant monster from Ys Origins? That's how I feel right now. That's how I feel about this boss right now. And there's probably some trick to it that I'm not seeing to make this really easy. I just need to figure out the trick, I guess. Should I have brought the grenade launcher is the thought that's going through my head right now. Should I have brought the grenade launcher? You know what? Statistically, this is someone's favorite RE game, and they can have it. I can see the merits of this game. I can see why it could be someone's favorite. But Resident Evil 4 exists, so maybe they should reevaluate their opinions. No flamethrower? I do not have a flamethrower. That would be ideal, I think, for the situation. I have a grenade launcher with flame rounds. Pretty close. 1 hour and 14 minutes for the speedrun. I bet. Like, I'm not... Like, as of right now, this does feel like the worst Resident Evil I've played. And I've heard pretty, like, middling to mediocre things about, like, I've heard Resident Evil 3's remake was apparently, like, not very good. But that was fun. I don't think any of us thought that Resident Evil 3's remake was bad. Like, that was a fun game. V, E. That's an S. That's also an S. Oh my god. Maybe this game was made by ants. There are ants in my PS2 that are currently programming this game as we speak. V, E, R, O, N, I, C, A. Why couldn't it have been... Why couldn't the password have been, like, Alexia? That one's way shorter. Or just A. Just call it A. A, go.
5 minutes. All doors are now unlocked.
Resident Evil Code Bob. Grenade launcher's not doing what I wanted to. If I use these. I might need to watch a playthrough on just how to beat this boss. Like, I might need to see what other people do to beat this boss just so that I can try to beat it. This is gonna be, yeah, this is gonna be a 2.5 hour stream. This isn't an emergency stream just to finish things off. This just happens. This is just a stream day now. No shame. There is no shame in that. You're right. If this goes overtime, this could have been a full Sunday stream. I'm gonna laugh so hard if this is a full Sunday stream.
This facility will detonate in 5 minutes. All doors are now unlocked.
You made it!
Not for long, Claire. Okay, so shooting at the ground with a grenade launcher does work for blowing up the little guys. As long as I'm facing the right way. All right, how do they do this? How does this man do it? This is in 2 parts. Hold on. Okay, the actual fight's over here. Okay, we're going to watch this guy. We're going to watch this guy do it. We're going to see how I'm supposed to be doing it. And then we'll go from there. What does he do? Shotgun? All right. He doesn't even have blue herbs on him. This dude's raw dogging the poison there. And he's just taking the hits from these little dudes. Yeah, like, I don't know what he's about to do with this poison. Even if someone else beat the boss, you still have to do it yourself. Yeah, I'm just coaching right now. I'm just trying to see how this works. He hasn't used the Magnum yet. All right, so those little guys are just as annoying as I think they should be. Good lord. He is just getting absolutely comboed by these guys. Did I just need to bring more health? Is that what I'm seeing? Like, I just didn't bring enough healing? I have muted the audio, by the way, just in case anybody was curious. Okay, he's actually pulled out the Magnum. That probably massively increases the... There's probably a certain amount of damage you have to deal to this body. Yeah, until this happens. Okay, so from what I've seen, people who complain about this, the bosses in Silk Song should be forced to play this. Me. That's me. I'm going to be playing Silk Song after this, and I'm going to... Every single boss in Silk Song, I'm going to look at and go, not the most annoying bug boss I've fought. Every single Hollow Knight boss, every single Silk Song boss, I will look at and go, I have fought a worse bug. Because it's sitting in Resident Evil Code Veronica. You think this run back isn't so bad? I experienced Code Veronica. You think this boss is hard? I don't have a Magnum. Oh, hey. You guys found the last custom catch I made? Yeah, my mom has caught the best prize. Sky. I worry for the children that are putting their full addresses and their ages on their resume. I had to make a class announcement about it. I see. Welcome in, Subwell. I'm glad you could make it. You came just in time to see me suffer. Back in a sec, teeth. Good luck with the teeth, Jerry. I believe in you. I mean, this means you guys have caught everything in the decks. Technically, the decks should be full now, so I have to come up with new custom catches. So glad you made Sky catch. I had to. She's basically the secondary channel mascot, besides for the goober.
This facility will detonate in 5 minutes. All doors are now unlocked.
All right, let's blast this bug. Oh no, Claire's about to get killed by Alexia. Bam! There we go! The power of the Kalashnikov will see us through! This is awful. The laser is ready! All right, Alexia. Time to see if I can laser you to death. What the hell is this? Oh, got her! Oh,
Chris!
Move.
Claire!
Wesker got his sunglasses back. Don't make me game. Oh no. Maybe I don't need the game.
Chris!
How did you two get here?
Well done, Chris. It turns out that Alexia's work wasn't much of anything. So now, the only thing left is revenge.
Let her go, Wesker! You don't want her.
Fine.
Claire!
Today's a good day. I came for Alexia, but killing you is even better.
Sorry to disappoint you, but Alexia is gone.
That's no longer a concern to me. I have Steve to work with.
What?
Steve.
In his body, there's still a living T. Alexia virus. Steve should be a good specimen. Maybe he'll come back alive, just as I did, and be able to see your sister again.
You freak!
Don't you touch him!
I'm sorry, dear heart. But my men have already taken him.
You get out of here, Claire.
But what about...
As a surviving member of STARS, I have to finish this.
Remember your promise.
I'll end this once and for all. Say hello to my comrades who I've killed.
I don't know where you get your confidence, Chris.
I did in fact beat her, yes. I shot her with a giant laser cannon.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Wesker's been throwing nothing but left hooks this whole time.
Sure, I'm not human anymore. But just look at the power I've gained. Magnificent, don't you think?
Wesker missed a career as a heel in professional wrestling, honestly.
Nice try.
Wesker.
Today's your lucky day. Next time we meet, don't count on another.
Next time.
Until we meet again.
I mean, I want to talk about that scene in a second, but first let's the rest of this cutscene play out.
Chris, where are you? Chris!
Hey, you know that I always keep my promises.
Chris, promise me. Please promise that you won't leave me alone again.
I'm sorry, Claire, but it's not over yet. There's still something we've got to do.
You mean...
Yeah, it's payback time. We've got to destroy Umbrella. Now, let's finish this once and for all.
That's a pretty big explosion in the Antarctic. That can't be good for the environment. Oh my god. Oh, good lord. What a game indeed. Thanks, Dim. Glad you could be here. Oh my god. I don't know what to I don't know what to do about this anymore. Yeah, we saw the father scene, true. Does Steve come back in other games? Thankfully, no. This is the last we see of Steve, as far as I'm aware. Maybe he is like referenced in Revelations 2, because Revelations 2 is the next game where Claire is a playable character, or even shows up, really. Toss the game into the wood chipper? Absolutely not. I have the special 5th anniversary edition with the bonus Devil May Cry demo disc in it. I can't throw this away. Besides, I may want to replay it one day. You know, like, in a few years, when the next mainline Resident Evil game comes out, we can replay them all again. Save the demo disc, then? Claire needs a vacation? Yeah, Claire's just like some biker girl. She was not built for this. This scene is why Chris bulks up, I guess. Oh my god. I'm that ending section, like basically this entire stream wasn't great. Like every stream before this was fine. That was awesome. Like this game was great. But just this was motion capture? Hell yeah. This last stream of it was just, oh my god. No, even like the last hour of last stream, because that was the whole Steve part. Like, it just falls apart at the end. Like, there's no other way to put it. Like, the final, like, 2 hours there? Yeah, no, the final 3 hours of the game just absolutely tore it to pieces. Where it's like, if I had remembered where the power switch for this area was, it probably wouldn't have been as bad. But I, of course, didn't remember that. But, like, the Steve fight, the Alexia fight was just bad, and then it was just over. Like, I genuinely don't think you can beat that fight without taking damage. I don't think there's any way, unless you just, like, output enough damage in a small enough amount of time, that Alexia doesn't have time to spawn those enemies. Like, otherwise you're just getting hit. Because they're fast, they run up by your feet, and then they hit, or they jump at you. It, like... It's absurd. And then, Jerry, you missed it. Basically, the way you beat Alexia is she turns into like a flying creature and she spits flaming acid at you. And you have to stand there and go into that first person mode and then slowly aim at her and then hit her with a giant plasma ball. And then she just explodes and dies immediately. Like, you just have to hit her once. It's not even like with the Nemesis fight where you have to hit him a couple times with the railgun. Just pew dead. Love this MIDI singing. Yeah. Oh my god. We're gonna get like a D rank, by the way. We're gonna get like the worst rank possible. Assuming it actually ranks me. I like how Claire's wearing the exact same outfit and then Chris is in shirt. Shirt jeans. Incredible. Hold on. Give me a second. Hopefully this stays up long enough I can do this. Where am I? There we go. It's kind of dim, but I can get a good screenshot of that, I think. Oh my god. All right. Is it just gonna stay on this screen? Is it just gonna stay here? Until I, like, hit a button? What are the odds, chat? What do you think? It does seem like this song is looping. I think it's looping. Alright, I'm gonna hit a button. E! We got rank E! Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god. I think that's literally the worst rank you can get. I don't think there is an F rank. I think E is the lowest. Oh my god. 28 deaths. Can we talk about that? How many times did I die in like every other
E
one?
for effort, just cause F for fortitude wasn't made yet.
Exactly. Like, go back through every other Resident Evil we've played so far. 1, 2, one remake, 2 remake, like all 3 of those games. I've maybe died a collective 10 times across those 3 games. 28! 28 deaths in this game alone. Oh my god. Oh. I don't even know what to say about that. I don't know what to do about any of that. That's incredible. That is That's insane. Cursed game, cursed stream. Nah, you know what? The fact that this stream has basically gone... Like, if I wait for 13 minutes, this will have been a regular stream. This will be a regular 2.5 hour stream. 13 minutes out from a regular 2.5 hour stream. Oh my goodness. This is as bad as the fact that I had to redo, like, Secret of the Mimic the entire way. Oh my god. Can we fit run? Maybe. I don't want to. Like, my plan for today was finish the game and then just end stream when it's done. And it's done. So I was just gonna end stream. But, like, I'm going insane. Oh, good lord. I'm seeing if there's anybody I want to raid right now. Yeah, not really. Oh my god. Okay, what's after this? Nothing? Battle game? What? Don't tell me this. Don't look at me like that. Hold on. What is battle game? Let's just see what this is.
Evil.
I don't care what the grade is. It was fun. Oh no, I had a blast. Like, right up until the end. Yo, wait, whoa, we can play as Steve? With a couple of dualies? Man was 17. Let's just see what this looks like for a second. Wait, first person, hold on. Code Veronica did it before Resident Evil 7. This looks so bad on my screen. These zombies sound like me getting up in the morning, honestly. And make that joke in the first stream if I'm not mistaken. It looks bad on our side too, don't worry, hell yeah. They had exactly one first-person shooting animation, exactly. Why did the SMGs have spin-up time? No, I think the game was lagging. Like, the game was just chugging because it couldn't handle what was happening on screen, and so it just, like, the rate of fire went down. I like how it exits first person when you take damage. That totally isn't jarring, honestly. This is how we shoot the enemy. This is fantastic. You know what? This makes it all worth it. This makes everything worth it. Where do I go from here? This way? I blew something up. There we go. Finally. Take me out of my misery. Oh my god. Well, guys. That's Code Veronica. I don't know how I feel about this game. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like, the ending segment just absolutely took it out of me. But it's fine. Like, out of the 4 games we played today, game's old enough to have a wife and kids. That is true. This game is like 25 years old. This game came out in 2000, so it's definitely like it's showing its age at the very least. And I don't think it's really, well, there is one fair comparison, which is to Resident Evil 1, the remake that we played. That's really the only comparison you can really make. I think it came out like a year later, so that's, you know, kind of hit or miss on that. There are older games that are better. That's true. But this game, I think, was not handled by the original developers for Resident Evil stuff. It was kind of a side thing. It was on the Dreamcast, and then it went to the PS2. Like, this game, I think, was pretty troubled. And it did something with that setup. That's for certain. And I can't say that it is out and out a bad game. Like, at the end of the day, would I ever play this again? Like, it's, at the end of the day, it's no Operation Raccoon City. 5 more minutes. I'm going to spend the 5 minutes just talking about the game. I'm going to be honest. Like, I think I'm willing to just ride this out, make it a full stream, and just finish by talking about the game, just to really unpack my feelings about that. Okay, that is a low bar. Yeah, but the bar exists. Like, Operation Raccoon City exists, and I might play it for stream if somebody forces me to do so. I'm not going to have it in the order of games. Like, we're just going to go through the mainline ones that matter, like Code Veronica, Zero, Outbreak, Outbreak File 2, and then all the other numbered ones, and Revelations. You want a bad game, Earthworm Jim 64? You want a bad game, Bubsy 64, and Bubsy still exists somehow. You just step over that bar like sidewalk chalk. No, that bar isn't even sidewalk chalk. That bar is down there with the piping under the road. Like, it's a bad game. Bubsy was a PS1 game? Wasn't Bubsy 64 a thing? Hold on. No, it's Bubsy 3D. That's what I'm thinking of. Not Bubsy 64. My bad. Anyway. But yeah, like, this is certainly debatably the worst game we're going to play in this like marathon of Resident Evil. Resident Evil 0 gets some flack, but that one's closer to Resident Evil like 1 in terms of its like age and the gameplay style. It follows the exact same gameplay style where you have the fixed camera positions with the pre-rendered backgrounds and all that. So Resident Evil 0 will probably be a bit easier to handle. Which Resident Evil 0 will be the next game we play in this marathon, which would be pretty cool. And that one's back on PC, so we don't have to do the fun PS2 thing anymore, which is a little sad because that means I can't do this. Just unplug the buttons. So this game is bad, but it has charm. I do hesitate to call it bad. Like, I don't like. It's definitely like, I would play this again. That's the thing. Like, I would go through this game again, knowing what it is I need to do, knowing the things that I have to do in it. Like, I could go through this game again. I could have fun. I can get the Magnum this time. Like, I could try to go for a higher rank. It's certainly rougher. It's hard to hold. It does poke you a bit when you're trying to hold it. It has some infuriating design choices. That's a good way to put it. And if we were ranking all of the games we've played, this is definitely at the bottom of them all. But I don't know how much that is because the rest of the games are newer and how much of it is the game itself, you know? Because, like I said, I mean, even like Resident Evil Remake, the game that we first played, technically it get released on the GameCube, but also technically it released in like 2015 because they basically just been porting that game over and over again. So like, it's hard to really say like this is 15 years older than the earliest game in the series we've played so far, which was Resident Evil 1. And even like Resident Evil 0 is probably going to be the same thing. Let me look at that. Yeah, 2016. That's when it released onto Steam. That's like the HD remaster that came out with it. So like, we are definitely playing this is the oldest game. This is by and large the oldest game we will play. Even like, hold on, even Outbreak. Let me check that real quick. Resident Evil. Yeah, Outbreak came out 3 years after this. There was 3 years between this and the next oldest game we're going to play, which is Outbreak in 2003. Like, it's like how much it's one of those things where it's like this, I mean, it's definitely the worst we're going to play, but I can't say it's a bad game. I think that's the end. I've been repeating that a bunch of times. But I think that's the brunt of it. It's a relic. That's a good way to put it. It's a relic. Let's talk about the funniest moments. Like, every interaction with Steve was hilarious. Like, his whole thing is like he's trying to be cool, and then he just like sprays bullets in a random direction for no reason. And then he tries to put the moves on Claire, and like he just stares at her, and like the whole section where you have to go get the gas mask and then walk through with the poison gas. That wouldn't have happened if Steve could just stop staring at Claire for 10 seconds. Because if he wasn't staring at her, he wouldn't have hit the fucking poison pipe. And then, like, his boss fight is just awful for... Like, literally, like, the IGN walkthrough just says you're just gonna have to just heal tank through. Just bring a bunch of healing items and just book it through. And I think that's just how the game was intended to do, because there's no way to outrun him. He runs faster than you. It's absurd. And do you want to know what the funniest thing about all of this is? If you don't play this game, when you get to Resident Evil 4 and they talk about how Wesker is, and like there's like it shows Wesker being alive, you have no idea. Like you have no idea how he's just hanging out alive. Like this game doesn't really explain it either, but it shows that he like had something in like put into his body to bring him back to life. You like more finesse in my body? I prefer my boss fights to have the possibility of not getting hit, which for the last 2 boss fights of this game just aren't possible. And heck, oh my god, the plane fight with the tyrant, I think even that, it's like how do you avoid damage there? I don't know. It's kind of a it's a mystery to me. Just put on some light background music. I'm probably gonna end stream soon because it is 9 o'clock. But like, I just feel like ranting a bit more about this game. Actually, was there a good boss fight in this game now that I think about it? Because in terms of boss fights, we have like we have the what is it called? We have the tyrant in the fight, and like when you're trying to escape, which is just put enough damage to him for him to fall down, and then you can continue. We have the tyrant fight on the plane, which is just bad because like it's almost impossible to avoid getting hit sometimes. There's the worm fight, which was kind of weird, and like it was fine. Just whenever he pops up and screams, you shoot at him. There's the what else was there for boss fights? There was that evolved embryo thing, like albinoid, where it just kind of sat in the water and you just stood on the side, wait for it to get close and shoot it, and then it swims away, and then it comes back, and then you shoot it again. Nosferatu? Nosferatu is probably the best fight of the game. Like, what else was there? I mean, after that, there's Alexia in the mansion, which just kind of ended anticlimactically. Then there was Alexia again in the bug form, which was a nightmare. Yeah, I think the best boss in this game was Nosferatu. Yeah, that power lever was a real boss fight. That's true. Anyway, yeah, fine game. 6 out of 10, I guess. I don't know. Like it's certainly rough. It's certainly gonna be the worst Resident Evil we play. Although Outbreak might give it a run for its money just because Outbreak is so different. Because Outbreak is essentially a bunch of like small like scenarios where it's like you start with a character and you just got to get through it, and if you die, you just got to restart the whole scenario. But they should take like 30 minutes to an hour or something, so it shouldn't be too bad. So we'll see how that goes. That one might be more frustrating because it just is going to be really obtuse with how to do some stuff. But we'll see. Rated E, like it rated you. Yeah, I rated E for eh. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate you joining me in going insane. So thank you, Mom. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Everqueen. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Dim. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, everybody who showed up today. Everybody who stuck around and chatted and is lurking or anything like that. I really appreciate you all being here and keeping me company while I go insane. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna go probably exercise because that's normally what I do after stream. I thank you all for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we will be playing some Blueprints. I hope you look forward to that. The less obtuse game, let's be real. I hope you look forward to doing that. We'll see how far we get in Blueprints. We are getting close to a point where Blueprints is gonna have to be put like to the side. You have to shelve it for a bit, which means we'll be moving on to Hollow Knight Silksong, which would be cool. But until then, once again, thank you all for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. Have a good day. Have a good night. I hope you're doing well. If not, I have to get back for you soon. I will see you all tomorrow for some Blueprints, or if that's not your cup of tea, I will see you all on Sunday for our first stream of Resident Evil 0. However I see you, whenever I see you, I hope I see you. God, this game broke me. All right, bye-bye, everyone.